Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And Tune to throw it now. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Trey Hendrickson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And that's taken at his own 42. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Burrow sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
12, 12, 12.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Gun.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are pouring it on. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Tune. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Welcome back, everybody, to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The football belongs to the Cardinals as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Tune. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll look to throw. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Buying time to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
11 mighty.
11-yard line.
11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tune to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They're going to look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tune. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Jones on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Here we go, here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.